Hey guys, Sarah here. Today I want to show you how I mix my fertilizer for my cannabis plants that are in vegetative growth. So the first thing that I do is I have a container, I've labeled it veg so that I have a specific mix for the vegetative plants and a specific mix for the plants that are in bud or that are blooming. And then I take my container and I'm going to fill it up with some rainwater with my rain barrels. I have a nice little system here. All three of these barrels fill up at the same time, and you get a lot of water out of these, so it saves on your water utility bills, especially if you have a lot of plants growing in your grow room. So we've got a nice full 2 gallons of rainwater here, and now I'm going to go mix my fertilizer. Okay, now I've got my water here ready to go, and I'm going to go into this cupboard where I keep all of my various fertilizers. Now I use the General Organics line, so I can keep along the theme of organic cannabis cultivation, and you use a variety of different fertilizers that you're going to mix together in the water. And then the plant is gonna suck up the fertilizer along with its water supply. So don't mind these, some of them are a bit grubby. A good way to prevent this obviously is after you finish pouring it, you could just wipe it off. Okay, so we have this chart here that helps us when we're measuring out the fertilizers. You can print this off of the internet, go to the General Organics website, and we've got these basically highlighted for vegetative growth. You're going to switch up your fertilizers when your plants go into bud or bloom. So for vegetative growth, we've got 10 milliliters of the BioThrive Grow per gallon. This watering can that I have is 2 gallons, so we'll double that. It'll be 20 milliliters of the BioThrive Grow, 10 milliliters of the calcium magnesium, 20 of the BioRoot, 5 to 10 of the BioWeed, and then you could do 10 to 20 of the BioMarine, which is optional. So if you're wanting to stick along veganic gardening, you can omit this entirely. So I'll measure these out and dump them right into that 2 gallon jug that I just filled up for my rain barrel. Okay, again, like I said, this one's almost empty, so it's pretty grubby at this point. I've got a 5 mil, it's a teaspoon. So 5 mils, we need 20 mils, so I'm going to go 4 teaspoons of the BioThrive Grow. Then we go to the calcium and magnesium, and you need 10 of these, so 2 teaspoons. And we needed 20 of the BioRoot. I've been using this line for, I'm going to say, I started using it before I was even growing cannabis. I was using it for all of my veggies. I start all my veggies from seed indoors, and I've been using this whole line for all of my produce, and it works great. I love it. And the BioWeed, just so you know, is super smelly. So you want to get that open and closed pretty efficiently. So gnarly. Okay, lid back on that guy. Like I said, the BioMarine, you don't have to use if you're wanting to stick with the vegan option, but if not, you can go ahead and add the 10 mils of that.
I put 20.
Oh, 20, okay. Okay, so I always leave my little teaspoon in a container so it's just not going up the counter. And like I said, if you're wanting to keep your containers clean, because they'll dribble a little bit like this, so you would just give it a wipe here before you put the lid back on.
And I have a little stir stick in that cupboard.
Okay, and we've got a stir stick. This is a bamboo stick that we're going to use to stir. Although, I mean, you're pouring this right into the water, it's going to mix up fairly well anyways, but it doesn't hurt to give it a stir. So now I have this 2 gallon watering jug full of water and fertilizer for the vegetative plants. We'll just take a little cruise over there. So this is the vegetative room. And I'm gonna get to watering all of these gorgeous ladies.